Hello there, my friends, and welcome to, I guess, what is officially the first ever video of this channel. That's right, in years to come, when they look back at how and what caused me to become so viciously screwed up, they'll look back perhaps on this video and think this is where it all started. And it is going to start with a bit of Beyond Earth Rising Tide, because, let me just let you into a little secret, it's bloody amazing. Yet, if you were one of the people, and there weren't many people, that thought that the original Beyond Earth was just missing a little something, well, I think Rising Tide is that little something, because let me tell you, this game is bloody awesome right now, and I'm, without further ado, going to jump in and play it. Let's go the moderate difficulty, standard. Yeah, I should mention... at this point, I'm not going to do this video and hopefully series if I don't get blown up in the first couple of turns as a kind of, oh, okay, let's stop playing, let me explain this new system, and oh, this is new, let me explain that. That's not going to be how this video is going to work. I'm just going to be playing the game and enjoying it because I reckon there's millions of those, oh, this is the new stuff type videos on the internet already, and I just want to have fun and enjoy the game. With that in mind, I'm going to play as one of the new factions because... obviously, that makes it interesting. And I believe there's four. You got Alpha Lie, you got the North Sea Alliance, or Alliance if you're a normal person that's speaking, Chung Su, and I believe there's another one, Integer, that's it. I'm going to play as... I don't know, I'm feeling Integer. I should say I've played a little bit of this so far. I've played a lot of the early game. I've never actually finished a game with Rising Tide yet. So I should know enough just to not die instantly, which I think is a very, very good... situation. Anyway, let's be Integer, because agreements cost 50% less diplomatic capital and purchasing units and buildings cost 25% less. I haven't played as Integer yet, but I'm thinking that perk's going to be really good. I did say I wasn't going to explain anything. Let me just go refugees. I did say I wasn't going to explain everything, but I will explain for the purposes of why I just picked Integer. Diplomatic capital is kind of a secondary currency in the game now. You can use it to make agreements with other factions. You can spend your capital to have a open borders agreement or whatever. In the previous Civ games, you just did that. Now you both have to have enough diplomatic capital and then spend it on those agreements. But I'm picking it more because I don't really interact with the AI too much in that regard. Maybe in the early game, but certainly not in the late game because there's probably going to be wars with everyone. Let's start with some workers, shall we? Beautiful, and then let's just go for a random world. Delicious! Here we go! But yeah, so the diplomatic capital, if we can make our, you know, our buildings and units cheaper, that's going to be really good, because if war breaks out, we may need to quickly build an army, and hopefully we're going to have a big backlog of diplomatic capital with which to immediately get ourselves one, so that's going to be amazing. So, here we go. Some delicious artwork, it has to be said. During her time as a political activist, Lena, who I guess is our woman, spent years living abroad and learning from different cultures. Because of her help in resolving the nearly 300-year-old Mediterranean debt crisis... oh wow, it's good to know that gets resolved because we're kind of in the middle of it right now, IRL. She was hailed as a folk hero from Cyprus City to Olympus Island. To commemorate the victory, Lena used the payment she received in legal fees to work with ARK. They were the, weren't they the American sort of culturally faction in the original game, in restoring the ruined habitats of the unemployed and impoverished climate refugees flooding our homeland. So what a good guy we're playing as. We're certainly one of the good people here, aren't we? Let's put this to experience player, shall we? I think we'll go for advice only. So we do not have the ability to make Planet Fall in the sea. We did not pick one of those factions. But I think we'd be foolish not to pick the coast, certainly. And we've got some forest there. Let's just go on this little bit of an outcropping. Oh, no. We want to be next to this situation straight away, don't we? Actually, let's go there, because then we've got the resin there. We've got some copper up in our business. Lovely, yeah. I think this is the best bet. Lovely. Okay, so let's immediately construct a paddock there. Let's get our explorer exploring, shall we? Expedition site straight away is fantastic, but I think we'll probably just go and pick up that resource pod first of all. We'll choose a production clinic. In this game, in the original game, and in the updated game, I prioritise health above all things, much as in real life, or at least it's what I'm trying to do in real life. So as far as the tech goes, I generally like to go quite wide, especially in the early game, so I'm probably going to be looking at picking up all of these first tech straight away. I think genetics first might be a good idea, or pioneering, because we certainly want that health, because if we have a big amount of health, it will give us the option to aggressively expand if we so choose to do so, not necessarily meaning that we're going to. The observatory, of course, is going to be very good basically for the Rangers and the dry dock, although we can't build a dry dock, it would be nice to have the Rangers just for the sake of having a bit of an advanced military, because I do like to go for an early army as well, or chemistry for the science. There's so many options as there was. Let's go for genetics first, because the more health we have, generally the better life is at the moment. And we've got people landing already. How desperately exciting this is going to turn out to be. We're not going to find out who they are until we get an explorer over there, but yeah. So as I said, generally, city can attack. Oh, it's just the coral things. They're nothing to worry about. We'll leave them alone. The coral things are completely passive. They will never, ever attack you, no matter what affinity you've gone down. You got to think of them less like aliens and more like floating terrain. I believe you can blow them up if you want to, but we're not going to bother here. Do I have auto-end turn on it? Looks like I do. Hopefully that won't become a big issue. Let's go and pick that resource pod up. Let's hopefully not get eaten by those rippers. And then let's get over to... Is that a progenitor ruin? Ah. Right, we might not want to go in that straight away, as a matter of fact. And I'll tell you my reasons as to why, my friends. The way armies level up here is still very similar to how... Yeah, we do have auto-end turn on. Anyway, 15 culture from that resource pod is delicious. And yes, I'm not going to go and get those progenitor ruins yet, but I would like to explore the land nonetheless. But anyway, as I was saying, you still upgrade your armies via the affinity points. And I know that you can find affinity points, I should say, in these progenitor ruins. So I want to have a few men first before that becomes a issue, so we can build an army cheap and then they can all be upgraded for free, if that makes sense. Anyway, let's just focus on getting our health nice and high, and then hopefully everything will be good. Let's go and get that copper for now. Oh god, look, there's bigger hydra coral there. Yeah, they're disgusting looking things, but you know, I mean, we can look at this as a, well, we're gonna have to go the long way round, but we could also look at it as a defensive type situation. I don't think we want to blow them up just yet. They can be useful. Plus, my moral compass. I like to listen to my moral compass in games like this, and my moral compass generally says don't kill the aliens if they're not trying to kill you. Maybe I've just grown up too nice. I don't know. But yeah, generally with the quests as well, with a quest resolution, it might be very obvious, go for the one that's going to give you this affinity point. But again, I like to listen to my moral compass. I just ran him into my asthma. Good job. Anyway, we'll deal with that when quests come. Aliens near Weltgeist. That's a good name. Welcome to Weltgeist! Anyway, let's go for an old Earth relic, and then we should be able to go smash straight into the Farmer Lab and the Cyto Nursery, and then we should have all manner of health up in our grill, which is going to be great. Anyway, so hopefully we're going to find some more resource pods, maybe an alien skeleton or so. Another person's making planetfall. This is great. There's our diplomatic capital, by the way. 30 is very low. We need about 200 before we do anything meaningful with that. Anyway, let's explore the land a bit. We can maybe think about exploring the sea a little after. I would just like to get ourselves a nice solid foundation, because it looks like we're on a bit of a peninsula here, which is really good defensively if we can get a navy about ourselves. Anyway, let's head down there and pick up that resource pod. And it does all seem to be going not badly. Obviously, we're only on turn 11, so you can't really tell too much. Why are you telling me you need to do something when you've already done something, you silly man? Someone else making planetfall? These people are a bit keen, aren't they? We went for a standard size map, so this is all quite near us, as a matter of fact. Someone down there, that's... There may be impending wars if people are getting too close to each other. There may be impending wars. Be warned for that. Anyway, let's pick up that. Solar Collector is fantastic. Oh, maybe we're actually on an island. I wouldn't necessarily see that as a bad thing, although at the moment it doesn't look like there's a hell of a lot to do on this island. There isn't any Floatstone, Xenomass, or Varaxite. I think I saw some Varaxite and some Xenomass actually down there. I'm thinking more late game with that. A unit needs orders. Oh, brilliant. Our what's-his-face is done. Right, let's... Oh, no, this is our solar generator. I'm going to wait to launch that until we got more tiles worked. I think that's smarter, because the solar generator is like, every tile under the influence that you're working gets you money, but we're only going to be working not all of the things yet. Anyway, our work is done. Let's get him in the sea and start building us some... We picked refugees for the food, so I don't think that getting... Oh, we're still 10 turns away from that. Okay, let's start building a little army. Or do we want to go for more explorers straight away? Let's go for an army before we get those affinity points. But yeah, as I was saying, I think we'll go for generators over farms for the most part because we've got the refugees as our little specialist take with us. So food should be less of an issue than it might otherwise be. So we're just on a really little island here. That's going to be quite interesting and quite good, I guess, for the purposes of the video, because it will force us to get a navy and force us to show off the sea stuff and whatever. Anyway, so unless there's a kind of land bridge there, we are indeed on an island. At least there's no alien nests on the island. It does seem like we've got quite a safe start. There's more Xenomass up there and a solar collector, actually. Let's go and get that. 23 research. Delicious. And we actually completed the quest there, which has given us enough research to finish genetics. Boy, oh boy, what a great news that is. Great piece of news. You don't just get a great news. It's either great news or a great bit of news. Let's start speaking properly, shall we? Anyway, what should we research now? We can go down the physics route. We can go down the chemistry for the extra science, ecology to get rid of the miasma. I think that might be something we want to do, because there does seem to be a lot of miasma near us. So maybe getting that early would be a good idea. Anyway, let's try and finish our Explorer of the Land. If he runs through a bit of miasma, I'm not really bothered. So yeah, when we got these solar generators up, that's probably when I'll start shooting my thing. And let's hope that these Rippers aren't going to be aggressive, because if they are aggressive to me now, man, not one alien will ever live. They look like they're being okay. Okay, brilliant. So we got some soldiers there. That's super. Do we want to go and push for the Cyto Nursery and the Farmer Lab now, or do we want to get a little bit of a force about ourselves? I would quite like to get a little bit of a force about ourselves, to be honest. We'll keep these soldiers just, I don't know, just here for now. Whatever, I built them just because they're cheap at the moment, and when we find some affinity points, they might become less cheap. So, yeah. Culture-wise, we're obviously going to be rushing for that one because it's absolutely, unquestionably the best one. And a quest decision. This is an old one. Let's take another bit of culture from Relic, shall we? Beautiful. Okay. So in 2 turns, we'll get our solar generator up. Is our worker finished? No, they are not. They will be finished next turn. Well, that's fair enough news. So we are on our own little island. Well, I'm happy about that, but I'm also not happy about that. I'm not sure why I'm not happy about that, because it seems like great news, at least from a defensive point of view. There seems to be more land there, so I guess that's where we're going to send our explorer. We're certainly going to pick that up first and give him a quick heal before he does anything crazy. But yeah, so maybe just fill this island with cities, perhaps. We'll certainly get a city on that hill, maybe, or maybe on that little outcropping there. Maybe one on this coastline. Basically everywhere so that we're within 3 turns of all the nice stuff to use. And then we'll have to start getting cities in the sea, which is going to be amazing. Right, let's get a solar generator there. Let's get this guy up and doing his business for us. Good stuff. Okay, we're still not going to attack. As I said, aliens aren't hurting me. Why should I hurt them? My moral compass, maybe, is a little bit too nice for a war-y game. But anyway, another fella has dropped down there. But that does seem to be not too far away from us, actually. My goodness, is this a small map for the standard size? Because everyone seems to be very near us. Right, let's just get more money. The more money we get, the happier I am, basically. God, the music in this game is beautiful, isn't it? It is just delicious. Anyway, so yeah, 11 turns, we should be able to get rid of all this miasma. And another thing I'd like to rush, I know I said I want to get all of these, but one thing I do like to rush in the early game is genetic mapping, because it allows us to build the Gene Vault Wonder. +5 capital is great, but, I mean, this existed in the old game, but this is its new stats. All new cities start with a free worker unit. You don't have to be an expert at the game to know that that's bloody good. And why on earth? That's going to get annoying. Our choice not to attack the aliens means that we're probably going to have to actually physically choose not to attack them every turn, but whatever. Landing in the water there, as you can see. That's going to either be the North Sea Alliance or Changsu, because I believe they're the only ones that actually have the ability to start in the water. Oh, that's only one bit of island. Okay, I think we're going to put him onto auto-explore next turn. But yeah, a little bit of a slow start in terms of expansion, but I do like to just have the health, you know, as a nice sort of backlog for us in case it all does go wrong when we expand. Ah. See, why is he telling us he needs to do a thing? Silly guy. Right, auto-explore for him. Oh, brilliant. Our patrol boat's done. You know what? We could probably get them auto-exploring as well. What was that, Oh, it's just a resource pod. It looked like more exciting stuff from where the angle of the thing was. Okay, do we want to go for another explorer? I think that might be wise. Or do we want to start getting a farmer lab and sorting this situation out? Let's go for a farmer lab for now. No, let's not go for a farmer lab. Let's go for a cyto nursery because it has science as well. Not as much health, but our health is currently positive, so we don't need to worry too much about that. City can attack, but we're not going to be attacking because, as I said, we're nice people. Brilliant. 40 energy, always going to help. For the early game, the moment we can buy units, we're going to buy units. And it's probably, looking at the situation we have, going to be mostly naval units. Okay, so we found an artifact. That is awesome. What was up here? Oh, it's just more hydrocoral. Well, it's great that we found an artifact. Obviously, nothing we can really do with one artifact. But once we find 2 more from Old Earth, hopefully that'll be something lovely to build there. Our solar generators are up and rocking. Let's get another one. So that's that. Lovely. Oh, hydrocoral brain as well. And there does seem to be a decent amount of... What have we got here? That's a derelict settlement, and we've got a ton of floatstone in here. And a ton of... Oh, that's algae. Oh, that's not Xenomass, that's algae. That's Xenomass there. Okay, well, still, let's get our guy doing his what's it over there. Let's not attack the aliens again. But yeah, so hopefully we'll be exploring a lot of the world now. Apparently we have to physically press next turn now. Whatever. See, now this might be a problem. They're blockading our port right now. Later in the game, that might be a problem, so we might have to turn on the aliens. But as I said, I don't just want to for the sake of it. Okay, that's an alien nest. Maybe... Well, I think we've solved the mystery as to why that is now a derelict settlement, I have to be honest. Let's maybe not antagonize just yet. Up here, there seems to be swarming. Swarming, mate! Wow, okay. Again, let's not do that. When are we going to get this ecology? Very soon. Okay, I like the fact it's very soon. So what we've done with this progenitor ruin is basically banked it. I think 50% of the time you get an affinity point from a progenitor ruin. So we have essentially just banked it until we can get a bigger army up. Oh, brilliant. Another Old Earth artifact. That's awesome. And a lot of aliens. And what is that? I don't even know what that is because someone's lying on it. Hopefully they'll get off... Oh, it's another progenitor ruin. Brilliant. That's we could maybe bank that again. And I've got to be honest, I'm going to risk our explorer here. He's next to the alien nest, but he don't mean no harm, guys. He don't mean no harm. Anyway, what's going on here? Approving a station. Food and culture or lots of culture? I'm going to say lots of culture. Who doesn't love lots of culture? Brilliant. And they have landed in the sea, which means we need to get a trade vessel to them. Okay, let's maybe get another patrol boat for now. So once we've got ecology, I think we're probably going to want to go for pioneering and then genetic mapping, and then let's just fill around like that. I think that's probably what we're going to do. City can attack, of course. Another quest decision. It's this one. Let's go for extra health. Beautiful. All jolly good. More people landing a little late to the party. These guys have been on this planet for 30 turns, damn it. And we can now choose research. Brilliant. Okay. Super. Well, let's do that. And we were going to go for pioneering so we can get our trade business going, which is going to be awesome. Let's just build around, shall we? Good. Okay. I like our situation, but we're in... Oh, man, that's a lot of Firaxite there. Okay, so derelict settlement. Let's do an expedition. There. Let's have a quarry going on there. And let's, the moment we get this, maybe buy a trade depot. Or do we want to just buy more units? As I said, units are useful. Let's buy units. We'll buy 1 unit. And then we should hopefully have enough saved up to immediately buy a trade depot in 11 turns' time. Why did it suddenly just stop doing our auto-end turns? Who the hell knows? What I do know, though, is that this patrol boat is eager to show his worth, and I'm just going to plonk him there so we can guard our trade route. Although it looks like the hydrocoral might be making a nice little canal for us anyway. Anyway. I keep saying anyway. That's probably not good YouTubing, is it? Whatever. That trade route, or that future trade route, is now guarded. We've got the alternative market buff for the trade route, which is awesome. Quests updated. Oh, that one. Research computing and research pioneering. Okay, well, we're on pioneering right now, game. Just give me a damn chance. More alien nests discovered. And we found another resource pod. Okay. Those patrol boats are going to be in a situation there. A progenitor device. Not a ruin. See, there's just so much more interesting stuff. I really thought, though, that we'd have found someone by now. Oh, well, guess we haven't. Next turn. So I think what I am going to do with my first sort of load of colonists is just populate this island. And just get this island 100% purely mine. And then we can think about popping some islands in the sea. There's a lot of brains here. A lot of brains. Well, 2 brains. When I first looked, I was like, oh god, all these bits of floatstone are brains as well. But that's not the case, my friends. Oh, hello! Hello, Reginaldo, Leonardo, Pedro, Bolivar de Alencar Arepe. Was that his name in the original game? Can I just call you Reg? How you doing, Reg? Anyway, we've got more diplomatic capital than you, so screw you, Reg. In fact, we might even have enough to buy a thing. Let's have a look at our personality traits. Ah, yes. Okay, so you all start with your character trait, and you got your political, domestic, and military that you can add. Let's immediately just make everything cheaper still. Delicious. Okay. And the derelict settlement has given us no survivors, but records of a thing, which has given us some culture. Well, brilliant. But now you're going to have to come back home to get another pod, aren't you? Okay, brilliant. Our other patrol boats ready. Should we send them on an auto-explore as well? Somewhere else? God, another alien nest. Goodness me. Goodness me. Right, Vivarium Farmer Lab. We've got 6 turns until our trade depot. 6 turns at 13 a turn. Is that going to be enough to buy it? Who knows? Let's have a look at actually how much diplomatic capital it generally costs. So it's a little bit cheaper than gold, isn't it? Of course, we are getting 5 to 13, so I guess that makes sense, but whatever. Ah, so he's respecting us a little bit more because we have 1 unit of Marines, 1 Explorer, and 3 units of the very base level boats. Well, I guess his respect is nice. Very nice indeed. But yeah, I'm liking how the map looks for us at the moment. We've got 3 people on the Explore. Well, 1 person heading back to get another expedition module. Really would like to get more Explorers out as well, but there's just so much to do in the early game. You can't really... You have to prioritise, and we've chosen not to prioritise that anyway. Production versus... Yeah, definitely that one. Lovely. City can attack. Not doing that. Hello, Mr. Pan... Or Mrs., I should say, Pan-Asian Cooperative... Blah, blah, blah. Nice to meet you indeed. Okay, inside the old Earth pod, we found some research. Well, isn't that just a little slice of heaven? Let's build another generator there. Our food is in a really good shape. I don't think we need to think about farms right now. And we found another artifact, did we? Oh, brilliant. I like that fact. Oh, my God. And they're all old Earth, which means we can actually make a custom building. Xenomass Bathhouse. Units healed 100% after a turn in the city, plus 2 culture. Well, that looks like something we probably want to think about building, doesn't it? Yeah, let's complete the research there. So we're going to get the little bits of production and research that we had there. But if you just look here, Xenomass Bathhouse. Only we can build that right now. Isn't that just a really cool system? So research now, we said we wanted to go for genetic mapping so we can guarantee ourselves a gene vault. And then once we've got that built, we'll think about expanding the empire. Let's get another 5 energy in the city for the sake of getting that bonus as well. 17 a turn now. Hello, Ban Masu. How the devil are you, friends? So Farm Lab in a turn. Hopefully then we'll have enough to probably build a trade depot and then buy the trade vessel straight away. I think that's probably going to be the way round we have to do it. It's only going to take 4 turns anyway. That's cool. That's, I believe, acceptable. Our fella's nearly back. So once we've got our trade situation going here, I think we should be in for a really, really strong early game. A lot of algae about the shop as well. In fact, this whole little coastline looks to be teeming with good stuff. We've got some Feraxite there, some floatstone. That might be a good little spot to put a... My God, everywhere. Anyway, Citadella's there. Someone over there. I'm really surprised we haven't found these people yet. You'd think they'd send explorers to us, but whatever! Not for me to decide what the enemy's doing. No. They're not enemies, they're friends. We're always going to prioritise health, as I said. And our explorer there, if he just wants to heal him, we'll send him back out. Maybe that way. We've got some stuff going on down there. Yes, we do. Man, is the music not amazing. So we'll just put him back on the auto. Is this solar generator done? Okay, let's maybe start clearing some miasma, shall we? Yep, so hopefully we'll be able to buy a trade vessel next turn because our trade depot will be built. And then we should see our money skyrocket. Trade route available. Is 314 enough? No, we need 350. Okay, well, I'm not going to go about building that. We'll buy that in a couple of turns. And for now, we might as well go for this Xenomass bathhouse. And certainly get rid of that miasma. Beautiful. So 2 turns. Is my maths right? Yeah, 2 turns and we can buy the trade vessel. My heavens, what the hell is that? It's beautiful. It kind of made me think of Darnassus for a minute then, but let's I believe that's going to be our quest. Spores and Harvest. You've discovered a colossal alien fungus. The mountainside specimen is largely inaccessible due to the treacherous landscape of the surrounding rock. Hundreds of years of growth have disrupted the surrounding terrain, creating hazardous badlands and covering the fungus in airborne debris. It's unlikely that a species this large would live in isolation. We should study any other specimens we can find. As yet, I don't believe we found any specimens. Oh no, wait, there's one right there. Well, our explorer's right there. Go have a look at it, and we've got a sunken spacecraft there that we can immediately go and excavate afterwards. Well, that's pretty good, isn't it? So let's go do that. I know that the quest we just got there's a very similar one with these hydrochloral brains, which I did in a previous game. It's really interesting. I don't even know what is going on there. My God, there's just so much going on, isn't there? Anyway, so let's head there. Let's head there. Oh, yeah, that's our... Wait, whoa. Many things are happening. Yes, okay, we found a resource pod, and isn't that what we just did? Is this giant fungi? Or is this giant fungi? This is giant fungi. Yes, we're about to do that. I swear we just read that. Whatever. 11 turns till that bathhouse is going to be done, and we forgot to buy our trade vessel that turn. No matter, we shall do it now. And send that. Where is he? There he is. Oh. Apparently he needs to sleep for a turn. Fair enough. Explorer man, let's clean the debris from that dormant specimen. Oh. Can we build there now? Maybe? Spores and Harvest. An exciting report from the field. Our colonist, well, he was actually an explorer, but whatever, have discovered a second colossal fungus. This specimen appears to be younger than the first and more easily accessible. The team was able to reach its base and clear away some of its debris, revealing a beautiful bioluminescent interior. Overnight, our field team observed an amazing transformation. Exposed once more to the air, the giant fungus has sprung back to life, glowing brightly. It's released millions of spores into the surrounding countryside. Our biologists are studying these spores now, but have already requested more samples. We should find another 2, apparently. Okay. Well, good news. I don't know what this green stuff means. Maybe we can build there? Maybe this is now a city? I don't know. Let's go, first of all, and pick up that resource pod, and then we'll have a butchers in this sunken spacecraft. Oh, and more quest updates. Oh, it was just that one, of course. Any more? Found an outpost and research computing. Okay, cool. Well, let's go build us another generator there. Awesome. The Brazilians are still liking us very much. Let's get... Yep, Labella. 6 gold and 4 culture. I say gold, of course. Oh, man! Oh, man! One of those things. God damn it! I thought we were having a nice turn with the aliens. Maybe we still will. Maybe it won't be aggressive. Maybe it'll be nice. Oh, man, what if it gets our trade thing? Please go away. I mean no harm. We come in peace. Oh, God, what if he attacks Lalibela? We might have to turn on the aliens. Anyway, so our city can attack, but of course we're not doing that. And, of course, he's damaged because he was in... Oh, he is going to be friendly. Okay. Okay, we're bros now, Kraken. We're bros. And I think our choice to continuously not attack the aliens is actually giving us some harmony points as well, which is interesting. Anyway, so we're going to go and we're going to pick up that resource pod, and then we're going to come back down here, as I said, the turn previous to what I'm saying now. Yeah, that Kraken's cool. Okay. I just realised I had all the quick movement and quick combat on. I've turned that off because it's nice to watch animations, isn't it? Lovely. So another 60 science. Genetic mapping should be... Oh my god, there's 2 of them! And Farbase 1 has appeared. You know, I set these guys out to guard the trade route. I didn't think 2 land-sized predators would approach. Christ. How are we going to deal with that if they choose to turn aggressive? Let's just hope they don't. How about that tactic? That's a fun tactic, isn't it? Let's just hope they don't. Yeah, I'm not liking what just happened there at all. Maybe they're just passing through. Maybe it's like, maybe they're just here for something, you know, like that thing they have off the coast of, is it California every year when, like, all the fish in the sea go to that one coast to hunt because that's where all the plankton is or something? I'm not sure. I swear that's a thing, because the BBC did a show on it with Matt Baker, didn't they? And he was like, oh, look, there's a whale. Oh, look, there's a fish. Oh, look, there's a seal. And, yeah, for some reason they chose to do it live, which meant it was just him and a woman talking about pretty much nothing because none of the aliens, none of the fish and sea mammals actually wanted to play ball for the hour slot that they got on the TV, when they could have just recorded them when they were there and shown us highlights. Nope, it had to be live because BBC think live is better. Anyway, have we found any more of those giant fungi, or is it just that one? I'm wondering if there's one up there. There's definitely something up there. But we'd see it on the map because we've been there. Let's just send our patrol boat up there again, shall we? Just to make sure. Otherwise, not really seeing a sausage. We seem to be more in some kind of lake than a actual sea here, but whatever. The Krakens seem friendly, and that makes me happy. I won't hurt you, Krakens, if you don't hurt me. That's our deal. That's our deal. They're like the siege worms of the sea. Another thing we haven't seen is siege worms, which I'm also very, very happy to report. Yeah, the Kraken's cool. Okay, sweet. So Zenimass Bathhouse in a bit. Let's just keep these guys on alert. City can attack. Of course it can, because the coral's there. But I think that coral... It's defensive coral anyway. So what was this? It was a sunken spacecraft, wasn't it? Delightful. Okay, so 2 turns till that's done. Joyous. And we really, really, really do want to start thinking about getting some people out, colonists-wise, and start expanding. And at least control our whole island here. At least control our whole island. But that being said, is 7 health really enough to start doing that? I think definitely for 1 we can. I think definitely for 1. Who needs orders? Oh, yes, you. Oh, it's actually just a place. Well, hello, the Polynesians. Blah, 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 blah for a price. Am I right, lads? So that wasn't what I was hoping to find, but I guess it's nothing nasty, so we can take possible comfort in that. So it looks like everyone else is getting a second city to be going. We're not doing that yet. So maybe... I mean, I know I said I'd be taking the early game slowly as far as expansion goes, because we want to make sure we've got a good health buff and whatever else, but maybe it's time to start thinking about at least another city. So let's choose production. I still want to just be building stuff here. Maybe some gunboats. If those Krakens turn nasty, we're going to need gunboats. Colonists will only take 4 turns, though. Oh, no, but we really want to do the... We want to do the gene map so we don't have to buy workers all the time. Okay, well, let's continue with that theory. We've got 8 turns on that gunboat. Conveniently, 8 turns with genetic mapping as well. Let's heal our worker up before he does anything else. I'm going to put these guys asleep. Oh, God, I just put them to auto-explore. That was silly of me. I misclicked. Whoa! Alien skeleton. How did we miss that? Well, luckily our explorer's only there so we can come in, pick up another module and head straight up there. But how did we miss that? You know what? I'm going to put that patrol boat on that alien skeleton, so no other explorers get there first. Man. So anyway, yeah, I'd like to maybe see one of our patrol boats head down there. Our other guy, where is our other guy? Oh, he's gone into this situation. Has he? Boy, that's a lot of algae. And another alien skeleton. Okay. Well, interesting. So we want to get these guys over here. So as you can see, there's deals being made everywhere. I'm not really interested in the deals. I haven't really seen them to be that good. I'm more interested in just keeping our diplomatic capital to buy ourselves some perks and then, you know. Anyway, so what do we find here? Salvaged a bizarre sunken spacecraft, clearly not of human origin. The vessel was transporting a cache of scientific data when it crashed. Though its language is indecipherable, our colonists are learning to interpret its formulas, revealing a distant technology called mechatronics. Ooh, I say. Right, let's first of all go and pick up another module and then go to that skeleton, shall we? So let's have a look at mechatronics. That's the wrong button. Let's see how late game this just is. Mechatronics. Oh, whoops-a-daisy. Mechatronics! Oh god, it's over here. As we're pretty much going to get... We're going to get this half price if we do choose to go down that way. And I'm looking at the health benefits there, and we might very well want to. But yeah, it's not something we're going to be thinking about right. And in actual fact, it's not far away, is it? We're going for genetic mapping because we want the gene vault, so shut up. Because then we can start churning explorers out, and we don't need to think about also sending workers. Which is exactly what I want to be not thinking about. Let's go and get those eggs, or whatever they are, the reslin. I'm not going to say cannibalization, but things are looking grim over there, eh? What? No, we got plenty of food. What are you talking about? We got two. I guess two's not exactly plenty, but it's decent. It's decent enough, but maybe we should build a vivarium or buy a vivarium just to shut him up. There. Cannibalize that, you bastard! Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, Hatuma's no match for me. So we're going to want to get rid of this miasma straight away. That's going to take 3 turns. That's no problem. And we have been jammed in here. Okay, well, let's... Great. I don't want to have to fight our way out, but if it comes to it, then I will. Anyway, Veltgeist seems to be doing very, very, very well. And as I said, the moment the Gene Vault's built, we're going to be probably going to immediately try and get a settler there, perhaps. I certainly want to get one up here. Definitely. I think that'll be Site 2. Maybe Site 3 there if that's far enough away from these bases, but I'm not sure that it is. And to be fair, we don't need to just colonize the land. We'll put one there and we'll probably put one on this coastline somewhere. That's going to be enough to get all the useful stuff out of here. And then we're probably going to want to think about some sea cities. And I'm thinking here there looks to be a good amount of stuff. But whatever, that's all to be thought of later. I guess we're just going to have to put these guys to alert. I didn't think culture could be so easily quantified. Ah, brilliant. So she respects us now. To make stuff like alliances or whatever, you need to have sufficient fear or respect with a certain faction or whatever. Which I guess is a fun system. Of course, we don't want to be doing that. We want to get him in there. That's it. He's got an expedition module now, which is splendid news. Where was that other progenitor ruin that we had? It was over here, wasn't it? There it was, yes. Okay, we don't want to forget about that. It's all well and good leaving it until we've got men that can level up. But if we leave it too long, then someone else is going to get it and we'll just be there all sad and unhappy because we didn't get it, if that makes sense. Making steady progress getting these patrol boats out of their situation. Oh, whoops-a-daisy. Just clicked on the wrong screen, so I did. How terribly unprofessional. Brilliant. Miasma cleared. Best news ever. Well, certainly best news of the turn so far. God damn it, sea dragons. The algae's not that fun. Do leave us. So, gunboat in a turn. We can start building the Gene Vault in a turn. And then we're going to expand, my friends. Then we're going to expand. As I said, city here. City probably there. City in the sea here. Oh, no, we can't put it in the sea, can we? It has to be on the coast. So, probably there, then. Which means we might need to think about getting rid of that alien nest. It'll be a dirty job, but one I'm sure our patrol boats can deal with. Oh, is that... Oh, no. I thought that was more fungus there. It wasn't more fungus, I'm sad to report. Okay, Gene Vault, 16 turns. That's not too bad, is it? Choose more research. That allows aquatic cities to move onto ocean tiles. Aquatic cities must still be established on coastal tiles. Okay. We could go for alien life forms. We could go for something along here, but I really would like to just, you know, get our situation solid. So let's go for... Let's go physics first, because we get the observatory for a bit of science. So now we're going to just kind of fill out our web a little bit. And... Oh, of course, we've got a new gunboat. Well, this new gunboat... I guess can just go and... Oh, hello! Hey, we got out! Yay! Good job, gunboats. Brilliant news. Okay, so 16 turns until the Gene Vault's done, and then you're going to see some progress, my friends. Diplomatic overview, we can probably boost a personality trait. Yes, indeed we can. Or can we? We swear we had over 200. We did, but we've got to wait for the turn to generate. Okay, there we go. Lovely. Lovely. Okay, brilliant. So we're probably going to want to... I do know for definite that there's a health personality trait here. I haven't really looked into these two so much, but it'll be interesting to find out. Okay, we're free. Super. Man, that was a horrible day for them, I'm sure. And we're going to keep these guys alert. Oh, that was a gunboat we built, not a patrol boat. Awesome. Awesome. What is that thing? What is that? I don't know, but we're making the sea look a little messy. I've got to be honest. Whatever. It's our sea and we can make it look as messy as we want. That's what I say. 2 turns we can get that expedition going, which is just the best thing I've heard for a little while. A little slice of heaven there. Beautiful. Okay, so 25 culture, always good. Another quest decision, pretty basic one. Let's go for production versus money. I'm going to go for production because I think our money's in a pretty good situation already. Culture developed. Let's go for free worker. Yeah, I fancy a free worker. Beautiful. Unit needs orders. These guys, I said I wanted to get down into this bit of water, didn't I? So let's do that. Oh my god! Okay, it's all coral. Okay. That was almost scary, but it's only coral. We don't have to worry about the coral. Jesus. Okay, so we got our new worker here. They can probably just work on chopping down this forest. And it's all going rather splendidly well, I have to say. It's been a very unaggressive game, though, so far, from all of the AI, including myself, although I'm not AI. More culture is great. Another one of them is also great, and we can get this expedition cracking, which is awesome news. So let's go for another generator. There's our other worker. They're still doing this. They've got 6 turns left on that. You are kidding me. Whatever. 11 turns for the Gene Vault. The Gene Vault's really what we're waiting for here. And in actual fact, I'm going to put the citizens, if I can do citizen management. I'm probably going to have to wait until the turn generates. But the turn is generated. Production focus. That does give us a little more production. And it's still 11 turns. So there's no point whatsoever doing that. So let's... Oh, no, let's just put it back to default. Okay, beautiful. So yeah, I don't have any objection for the coral being here. You know, if it was somewhere where we were trying to expand into, maybe I would have an objection. But at the moment, they're fine. They're fine as they are. I really had hoped to have discovered another fungus pod by now. I'm hoping there's going to be a load down here, because I really thought we'd have seen a second by now. Another resource pod there. More Xenomass. A lot of Xenomass there, as a matter of fact. And what is that? A derelict settlement? Man, there's so many good spots for cities in this bit of the ocean, so I certainly think we want to get an aggressive expanse before anyone else does, which means we're going to want to think about getting lots and lots and lots and lots of health. I'm just replenishing my fluids there. Come on, let's go find us some fungi to clean. It's not fungi, is it? It's... Oh no, it is fungi. Fungus. Maybe that allows us to all have hats that look like that. Or maybe we'll get mushrooms for tea. I'm not sure. Space mushrooms. I bet you'd have a wild night on space mushrooms. Oh, God. No, God, we accidentally attacked someone, didn't we? I thought they'd solved that issue. God, I hate when that happens in the game. I didn't want to attack them. Damn it. Okay, let's just hope they don't communicate with the rest of them. I hate that. You're moving into... the blackness, and suddenly you're fighting an army. It's very annoying. Sorry, aliens. Didn't mean nothing by it. Hopefully they're not supersonic and will communicate with their friends over here. Oh, wait, there is more fungus down there. Or is that the fungus we already... No, that is fungus. How did we miss that all those times? Right, let's get our... I wonder if our gunboat can do it. Let's get him over there and find out. I was going to say, it felt really weird that we hadn't seen at least a second sample. And we were just being blind. Oh, I'm really annoyed about this. I did not want to do war just yet. Although I guess they're leveling up and we might as well finish the job here. Sorry, sea cutters or rippers or whatever you're called. Sorry. Sorry, Ripper. When you look at your empty cities... What do you mean our empty cities? Our population is fine, thank you, sir. Well, actually, it's not fine. We need to start expanding. As I keep saying, but I just want the Gene Vault built so we don't have to also think about buying loads of workers. Atuma's being a bit of a dick, isn't he? Okay, so we lived there at least, and we are going to get a level up with our guy, and we found another trade route, and a veterancy, and a resource pod, and another artifact. My god, many great things have just happened there. Okay, quest decision. One food or one science from Vivariums. We'll go for the food, I think. City can attack, like always. How is this still not built? I have no idea.